4-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And Denver getting set to take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs.
Gun! 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 Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's still barreling through. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Set! Blue landed! Blue landed!
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Gun!
42 the mic, boys. 42. 42 the mic. Yeah, that's what I do.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
On second down, Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Going for it all. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And some room to work. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. Now back to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from the desert after this. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Lucky 56.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Wide, get wide. Back.
They get it to him running left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And McManus able to put it through. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fighting through, and he's got space. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from Buck.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. James has got it, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, a run with Thompson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hamilton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And McManus able to put it through, and they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And it's Michelle once again. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A give. This is Michelle. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Dawson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They run it here with Thompson. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Covington in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Again, it's Michelle. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check, motion, 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 motion. Ringo, Ringo.
He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dawson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He's going to, and this is caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
2nd and goal from the 1. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, Barney.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught right side, Davis. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Hey, you got three.
And he'll brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they, in fact, will throw it to Michel on the screen. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground is Michel. Room to run inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were open to break free, some sort of miracle play, but they couldn't do it.
They had a chance, and that was their only opportunity to try and bring it all the way back. As you noted, they weren't able to get that done, but at least they had the shot. What a tremendous game to be this close and this well contested.
So for the Cards, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Denver, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home
you